you win games or titles or whatever, it's always going to count towards something within the next 12 months. However, with the world's race, if you're not in the top 32 in the world, the race for the worlds does start at the start of the year. Same with the Players' Championship finals, as Menzies responds with a 180. But this is the best start to a year he's had. That's got to help, hasn't it? Just sort of really, you think, I'm not chasing, I've got money in the bank, and I can relax and play my normal game without having to look over my shoulder all the time.
100. Well, that throws absolutely dynamite. But again, I'm not particularly watching the darts of Cameron Menzies right now as Nijman looks at this 72. It's going to be double 18. He's throwing his darts ferociously. When I've watched him this week, he was full of confidence. But Menzies just quietly but effectively in that leg got on with the job. He hit a 180 to leave the 162. A beautiful setup play. And again, the histrionics have been falling over the hockey, throwing his arms about. That's what I don't want to see. I want to see a mature Cameron Menzies, because I tell you, like I said, with a fear of repeating myself, that throw is dynamite.
Don't make him, don't dozify him, Glenn.
140.
That's the entertaining bit of Cameron Menzies. World-class darts and utter madness.
I know, I get that, but
130.
he's super talented. I have to tell you the funniest story. 3-0 up against him in Isle of Man. He put his darts down, shook me hand. I said, it's best of 7. And my confidence went, he walloped me 4-3. Clever, cute, intelligent.
140.
And I was Cameron Menzies.
Brilliant leg of darts this from Cameron Menzies, looking to back up that break and throw. However, Nijman is close enough to force him. Well, not going to force him to go for the bullseye, because he just takes it out in 2 darts. 13 dart break, 11 dart hold, lightning fast start from Cameron Menzies.
Yeah, his last 3 Players' Championships, a semi-final, last 16, quarter-final. I mean, he's playing as well as he's ever played in his life. And he's up against someone who's terrific, who just beat Wesley Plazier as well. We said I felt this was 6-5 all over. It's been a superstar from Menzies.
96.
Then I was thinking, what's on the players' minds right now? You know, a lot of the players are going to the World Series, the dart, and of course the Grand Prix got to be at the back of the mind now. The match play is over. You know, Menzies is in there now.
Yeah, he's not in there by loads, but he's in there.
180.
Maximum from Wessel Nijman.
$134.
I think the one thing that's really struck me this week is the pace of the game these days. Probably count on one hand, you know, the more methodical, slow plays I've seen on the stream over the past 3 days. Both of these just getting on with it and producing some stunning darts right now.
57.
Menzies leaves 170, but Nijman will have a look at the 72 again. This time he gets the treble to leave double 12 and now double 6.
Game shot.
Which is taken out for a 15 darter. First leg on the board for Wessel Nijman. They have played each other before, these two. Played each other in Challenge Tour a couple of times. You're going back a few years for that. That's when Wessel was still a teenager. But their one senior meeting was very recent. Only about 7 weeks ago. In a Euro Tour qualifier.
59.
Good standard as well. Went 10 legs. Nijman averaged a ton. Menzies 97. Menzies won it 6-4. But you kind of expect, if these two run into each other, you're going to get that sort of standard, because that's the level they've been playing at. They're both in the top 20 in the averages list this year.
Really enjoying every dart.
140.
There's that ferociousness from Nijman. Just seeing that treble so big on that.
180.
Just feel a little bit different when you're on the stream board. The lighting can feel a little bit different. You know, they've played on the outside boards. I'll tell you what, they're producing the goods right now. Some big seeds going out around them.
No need to come down for the 51, so he's just going to set things up. Sensible play from Cameron Menzies.
And that's what I want to hear. Maturity of Cameron Menzies. Sensible play from Cameron Menzies.
180. No score.
But 3 missed darts gives Wessel Nijman a sniff.
What a dart.
78.
Yeah, after that first dart, Wessel, I feel your pain.
Game shot.
3-1. A little bit of peril there for Cameron Menzies, largely of his own making. Yeah, you mentioned the seeds going out. Damon Heta, gone. Beaten by Graham Hall in the last leg decider, but he came from way behind Heta to force that last leg. Martin Schindler, the German #1, out to Cam Crabtree. A late call-up for today, Crabtree. Rob Cross, Danny
100.
Noppert, Ricardo Pietrezco, Richie Edhouse and Chris Doby, all beaten. Only lost 1 of the top seeds in the opening round. That was Johnny Clayton.
134.
But we've seen, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go there. As well as Richie Edhouse, who's in that second tier of seeds.
98.
Yeah, the clash of the last 32 could be the winner of this game against Gerwin Price.
60.
That'll be a beauty.
$43. 60.
I think there could be some twists and turns to come in this game. As Nijman, I'm just kind of expecting him nowadays to play brilliantly. He is a phenomenally talented young man.
Yeah, I've been incredibly impressed with him.
55.
Just on and off the hockey as well. Just goes back. He spends a lot of time with Neil Zonneveld. That's really important when you've got that partnership with somebody as well. 2 darts away from going 1 behind. It would be just a hold of throw. Double 16.
Game shot.
In as a whistler once again. Menzies threw about 9 or 12 darts he'll want to forget. Back to business now.
Yeah, get your poor ones out the way in that one leg that you've lost against the darts. That's fine. Now the good
That's
stuff.
what his thought process will have been as well when he hit that 1-3-4. That they're gone now. Back on my throw.
$99.
Yeah, he'd be based in Milton Keynes as well, won't he? Cameron Menzies, so...
140. $98.
170 left for Cameron Menzies. Nijman will have to do a little bit of jumping around to leave a finish. And he needed a couple of troubles as well, and they've not happened.
58.
He's had that incredible run as Menzies looks at this 170. We can just see his eye line there.
38.
Not a slight consideration for the big fish. Dare I say, once again, very sensibly, leaves double 16.
140.
Nijman with a real shoulder shimmy into that one. This is the only place he's come a bit unstuck in this game. Stays over on the right-hand side,
16.
and I do wonder whether moving back to the centre of the hockey might have been better.
It's a lazy dart. Move back and get your eye line right on there. Could be punished. I think that's crept in. It's double 12.
80.
He's had chances here, Wessel. Dart there at double 12. He missed a dart at double 18 and double 9 in that 4th leg. The gap goes back to 2 legs between them. And yes, all right, he's had those chances after Cameron Menzies had missed. So you could say the legs have gone to the rightful owner.
93.
But there's not much in this game.
Yeah, a real freebie leg for Cameron Menzies, I always sense. Maybe thinking of darts on his own throw, just let these darts fly. What your points ahead?
$140.
What about Neil Zonneveld? He's through the last 32. Good win over
96.
Richie Headhouse.
Yeah, he's just warming up to take on Aaron Monk. Aaron Monk and Neil Zonderveld fighting out for a spot in the last 16.
98.
Opportunity knocks.
Could both be on 170 here. No, Cameron Menzies down to 132. Slightly better option.
The big fish versus the champagne, 132. You listening, Rod Stud?
134.
Ball. Well, what a guide if he gets the 57, but he couldn't do it. And it's that double 18. Now Nijman keeps leaving it. And finally he's hit it. 4-3.
Yeah, no reaction there from Menzies. Just getting on with the job. Great averages, nothing to separate two great players.
140.
Do wonder what Wessel Nijman's feeling. It's, now the dust has settled. It's been a couple of days since that run to the final. He had darts for 7-5 in a race to 8 against Luke Littler. Luke Littler was missing doubles all over the place, and Nijman was punishing him until all of a sudden he stopped, and Luke Littler just squirmed away to grab another Players' Championship title of the year. Does he think that's a brilliant run? I should be very proud of it, or does he feel that's a chance that got away, particularly when he's got such a great record against Littler?
133.
I think the most important answer to that is he knows he has the skill set now to reach and go deep in these competitions. He just keeps on winning, doesn't he? He's winning an awful lot, as we've mentioned, in development too, is in that transition across. It's the 1-3-2 again for Menzies. All he can do is set up.
92.
Yeah, I think he'd have taken that if offered at the start of the visit. To the well, that's
69.
Interesting. Leaves 95. Thought he'd go to the 20s. Double 10 for Menzies to go one away.
20.
The doubles are killing Cameron Menzies here, or they've been given opportunities for Wessel Nijman to kill him. He hasn't been able to take enough of them. 20. And is that a good dart to guide into the bullseye if he gets the single?
We'll soon find out, Dan. Moves across the hockey just a touch to the right.
64.
I think he could see enough, hence the frustration. Menzies has normally cleaned up after his mistakes. This is tricky now.
Game shot.
No such problem. Such a big relief when the double 5 goes in there from Cameron Menzies. He's one away.
Well, he got that breaker throw in the opening leg, Cameron Menzies. It's been holds of throws since then, but there have been opportunities for Wessel Nijman. He just hasn't been able to take any of them to get that break back.
Yeah, good moment for Scotland darts. Menzies doing mighty fine. Suter's just won a really tight affair. And John Henderson's only one away against Mario van den Bohada.
137. $100.
Yeah, the fluency of Joe Cullen. He won his opening game. You just sense he's scrapping a bit today.
96.
Searching for that form. 4-2 up against Paul Crone at the moment.
Not set to be at the World Grand Prix, Joe Cullen. That'll be the first time in years. Really does need to find something. That's something for Cameron Menzies. A third 180. Only a point between them in this leg.
7th maximum. Double 7.
74.
Big chance for Menzies.
51-36. There's the 51. There's the 36. And Cameron Menzies. 5 perfect darts to wrap that one up and win it by 6 legs to 3. As you can see, 101 averages the pair, despite the fact they both missed loads of doubles. Nijman unable to punish the misses from Cameron Menzies. That means that Menzies is through to face Gerwyn Price in round 3.